Tesla switches up its default color, full self-driving may become a referral reward, right-hand drive deliveries have begun, and we get a look at the world's first Tesla truck, but it's not sold by Tesla. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 532 for Elon Musk's birthday, June 28th, 2019. This show is sponsored by my supporter, Richard. If you're in the market for a Model S, X, or 3, please consider using his referral code. Ask your salesperson to use code Richard174 or go direct to the web link ts.la/Richard174 and pick up a 1,000-mile supercharging credit for your new vehicle. First, a real quick show update. You may have noticed I've been missing in action for a bit, and I felt I owed an explanation, as I'm usually better at giving heads up on these things. In back-to-back weeks, I was sent to San Diego for work, and then my wife scheduled an impromptu family vacation, limiting my access to recording and editing equipment. I'm back in the saddle again, ready to deliver you fresh Tesla news. Today's show may have some older news that I felt important, as it's been more than a week since my last show. But let's get to it. The biggest news of my short sabbatical has been the change in the default paint color, which comes courtesy of Teslarati. Tesla's standard white color was discontinued some time back in favor of only offering the pearl white multi-coat option. But that standard white is making a comeback and will be the new default color for Teslas rather than standard black. Teslarati ran a Twitter poll asking what the preferred Tesla color was for the Twitterverse, and while 44% of folks responded saying it was a color other than black or white, white came in with 30% of the vote, and black last with 26% of the vote. I personally think this is a great default change, as a black car is a nightmare not only to keep clean, but to keep blemish-free, and especially for those making the stretch just to afford the car, dumping more money in just to keep the paint looking good isn't something that might be in the budget. White is easier to maintain, and contrary to popular belief, doesn't get as dirty as fast. Don't get me wrong, black looks sharp when it's clean, but having owned 2 black cars, I can speak from experience that it's very hard to keep that way. Black paint will become a $1,000 option starting July 1st, so if you're looking to buy a black car and want to save $1,000, you better get that order in quickly. In one of those, hey, let's ask Elon anything and see if you get a response moments, Twitter user @TechAU may have struck gold for Tesla evangelists. He asked, quote, Elon Musk, I have 9 Tesla referrals. If I can get 10, can you unlock FSD? Could be about 1 million Australian dollars in revenue. Full self-driving costs $8,500 Australian. Cheers, end quote. Elon responded saying, quote, we'll consider, end quote. It's not a bad ask. If you can manage to convince 10 folks to buy cars that may otherwise not have, $8,500 Australian is a small cost. Not to mention it's a cost that's purely on paper. The cost of the hardware is already built into the car and accounted for in its sale, whether it's enabled or not. I think this is a wonderful idea, and I hope Tesla does indeed add it to the referral program. A quick hitter from the Tesla Twitter account confirming delivery of one of the first right-hand drive models to an ecstatic owner in England. They retweeted @McPaul4, who said, quote, thank you Elon Musk and Tesla for delivering me the perfect right-hand drive Model 3. It's amazing, I'm lost for words, end quote. Mick, glad to have you aboard in the Tesla family. Your reaction is pretty much the same as everyone else that takes delivery, and we all couldn't be happier for you. Now, to get the rest of the right-hand drive countries going. Lastly, and definitely not least, is the story of Simone Getch and what she did to her brand new Model 3. Simone, not content to own just an awesome electric car, turned the thing into the very first Tesla pickup truck with the help of a bunch of friends, which she dubbed Truckla. I've included the 31-minute video of its creation in the show notes, and it is worth your watch. There are some extremely cringe-inducing moments as a fan of Tesla, including where she keyed Truckla into the paint of the trunk, which she was going to have to scrap anyhow, but I will never forget that sound for the rest of my days. You can also reach the commercial she created via the description of that video, as well as find a video from Rich Rebuilds of the electric garage giving even more detail on how Truckla came to life. If you think it's awesome seeing smart people do amazing things, you will definitely enjoy this. That is it for today's show. As I said at the top of the show, it is Elon's birthday today, so happy birthday, Elon. Hey, how about giving me an @ if you actually hear this? I know that's not going to happen. Never mind. Forget I asked. Thanks very much to the super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level over at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. They are Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Gundici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morvan Ogg, Blake Thompson, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Michael Pastroni, Travis and Cheyenne Rush, Cookie UK, Chris Hovis, Craig Murphy, Vicky Kirk, Ricky Johnston, Bien Concepcion, Nathan Garza, Paul Gona, and Ed Patterman. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. I'll see everyone back here again on Monday. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.